How's it going, folks? Welcome back to the channel. It's Andy here, Electric Geek, and this week I've got something a little bit different to what I've been doing up until now. I've got all the Blu-rays and 4Ks, mainly 4Ks, that I picked up in the month of October, and I'm going to do a little haul video and go through each one, where I got them from and what my thoughts are on them. I'll also be doing my first ever digital copy giveaway, and it's for two cult classic films at that. So if you're interested in trying to snag yourself those digital copies, then stick around to the end and I'll reveal what films they are and what you need to do to get your hands on a digital copy. So if you subscribe to the channel, you'll know this is a new video for me. It is something I've been kind of planning on trying out, but if this is your first time coming to the channel, then it is mainly 4K Blu-ray that I cover. I do comparisons, I do quite in-depth reviews of them, unboxings of special collector's editions. I also cover home cinema equipment and a little bit of gaming. Admittedly, I haven't done a huge amount of gaming, but I'm still trying to work out the best way to include that into the channel, but there will be stuff coming up in the near future I'll show you. Currently sitting on 98 subscribers, painfully close to 100, and I plan to do a little live stream when I get there, where I'll be giving away some Blu-rays that I bought in, especially for that live stream, and some more digital copies. So if you're interested, like I say, in all that kind of stuff, then please help me out by hitting that subscribe button and let's get me over the 100 subscribers mark. It would be much appreciated, guys. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into the actual stack itself. So I'll just do them in the order that I basically picked them up this month, and the first payday pickup, if you like, at the beginning of the month were two spookier films. I have to admit that I'm somewhat of a shite bag when it comes to watching horror films. I lean heavily towards the action, sci-fi, fantasy stuff, but not exclusively to that. I'm trying to broaden my mind a little bit, especially horror, and get over my fear. So first ones I picked up were kind of Halloween themed, and though I haven't actually had a chance to watch them, I've been that busy. But those were Beetlejuice on 4K and The Shining. Both absolutely classic films. Beetlejuice comes from that kind of era, late 80s, early 90s, when Tim Burton was on fire and could do no wrong, with obviously Beetlejuice, your two Batman films, Edward Scissorhands, Night Before Christmas, all that good stuff. Definitely one of my favourite Tim Burton films, and I'm really looking forward to giving it a watch again. I haven't seen it for years, so it'll be a bit of a treat getting to watch it in 4K. But I know that it was certainly Michael Keaton's performance in Beetlejuice that was the reason really that he got cast in Tim Burton as Batman in Tim Burton's film. But yeah, brilliant performance, and really looking forward to watching it again. The Shining, classic film, one of the truly scary films that I have actually managed to sit through a few times. Brilliant film, absolutely iconic, fantastic performance from Jack Nicholson. One of Stanley Kubrick's best. Quite an unusual disc in that it has HDR and Dolby Vision, put it up to camera. HDR and Dolby Vision and in HDR10 Plus, and obviously it's been a rescan of the original negative, so it is a native 4K disc. So yeah, looking forward to watching that. I picked both of these up off eBay, actually, brand new. The only thing that was slightly annoying was that The Shining didn't come with a slipcase. I always like it when it comes with a slipcase, but hey ho. Probably just because it's such a popular title, and the slipcase is a bit of print, but still glad that I got it. I ended up getting both these for 20 quid off a store on eBay. Name escapes me, but I'll put it in the description. It's worth checking out, and eBay often throw you the vouchers, so I think it was two for like 25 quid, but got them for 20, so a tenner each for these two classic films, brand new in 4K. You really can't grumble at that, so definitely get on and check that link, as I say, I'll put it in the description. So my next two movies were pickups from UK store CEX, or is it Sex? I don't know, I call it CEX. I think Sex is a ridiculous name for a shop. You can let me know in the comments what you call it or what it's officially called, but certainly it'll be from this point on referred to as CEX. But anyway, got these ones second hand, and I suppose continuing and ending Spooktember is the Ghostbusters 1 and 2 Blu-ray collection. These are just awesome films. I'm kind of rebooting my collection. Like I would say maybe like 5 to 10 years ago I had a good few hundred Blu-rays and DVDs, and I decided to just get rid of them all basically. I don't have many titles at the moment, I'll be honest, but I have about 150 titles, probably 50 odd of which are 4K. So I'm enjoying going through, and a lot of the ones I'm getting are ones I previously owned on DVD. So now I've got this on Blu-ray, so really looking forward to watching it. I was hoping to watch it during October, you know, in the run up to Halloween, but it didn't quite happen. It's an absolute immaculate copy, it looks brand new. I got it for 6 quid, so £3 a film, and it still came with the digital copies unredeemed. So that's what I'm planning to give away today. So if you stick around to the end, I'll have a question on Ghostbusters for you to answer. Just put it in the comments and I'll just select a winner at random, and I'll reply to your comment, and then you can get in touch with me via email or via Instagram or Facebook, and you can redeem it that way. But yeah, Ghostbusters 1 and 2, second one's definitely the weaker, but it's the one that I seem to remember the most. It must have been the only one I had recorded off the telly back in the early 90s when I was growing up. First one's absolutely brilliant, but I've got a little bit of a soft spot for the second one because I think it's just the one I watched the most growing up, as I say. A little bit of trivia about the second one. The actor that played Vigo, the scary dude in the painting, he initially did all his own lines, and it was a last minute decision basically to get Max von Sydow of The Exorcist and Flash fame to dub over his lines, but he didn't know that going into the premiere, and obviously when he heard that his lines had been dubbed over, apparently stormed out the premiere, and he was absolutely raging about it, understandably. But just a wee bit of trivia there, because I'm all about the trivia, and I'm never off IMDb, usually to the detriment of the film, because I get sucked in a rabbit hole looking into it as I'm supposed to be watching it. But yeah, Ghostbusters 1 and 2, classic films. Ghostbusters Afterlife coming out, so it's a good time to revisit them, even though I watched them in the run up to Halloween. I definitely will be doing that. They're Sony's mastered in 4K editions, so you can see there the maximum picture expanded colour. Basically just a higher bitrate and expanded colour, not quite HDR, but a little bit better than a standard Blu-ray. So looking forward to seeing how that stacks up, and if it's good enough I probably won't bother jumping to the 4K discs. But yeah, if you've got them in 4K, let me know in the comments, is the 4K much better than the Blu-ray? If so, I might pick it up, maybe wait for it second hand, but maybe you can convince me otherwise, so stick it in the comments if you have Ghostbusters in 4K. Next pickup from CEX was Jurassic Park World double bill. Got this for 12 quid, so I thought 6 quid each for the films was pretty decent. I'm not a massive Jurassic Park fan, so I wasn't bored with the fact that it came in the kind of vanilla, kind of one disc packaging. Jurassic World sadly has very little special features, it's just the kind of 4K movie, but Fallen Kingdom has all the special features, so that's not too bad. As you can see there, it did have the digital download, but someone's redeemed them because it was second handed, else I would give them out as well. I believe they're upscaled 4K titles. I've not actually watched them yet. I stuck in Jurassic World just because I wanted to watch a few scenes because it's in Dolby Vision and DTSX. I don't have many discs in DTSX, and that was part of the reason why I bought this, because I just wanted to test them out. But yeah, look forward to watching them. I know there's a third one coming out. I preferred the first one to the second, but I'll probably hold off and I'll watch them nearer to the time when the third one comes out. 12 quid for 2 4K titles, can't grumble at that, so pretty pleased with that pickup. Next up is one of my favourite films, certainly one of my favourite Michael Mann films, and that is Collateral on 4K. This has been out in the States for about a year, I think, but we only got the release of this mid-October, so when I seen it coming up as a pre-order on Amazon, that's where I got this one from for $19.99, I just snagged it straight away. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen a lot of these movies or been teased, whatever, with little pictures, little reels that I do sometimes. So if you don't want to miss out on the stuff that happens behind the scenes, then remember you can follow me on Instagram as well, and there's a link in the description for that. Great performance from Tom Cruise. I think it's such a shame that Tom Cruise went full on adrenaline junkie, and he seems to only do films that he can incorporate ridiculous stunts into, helicopter flying and all that. As much as I love Mission Impossible, I think he's a good actor. I think he's an underrated actor, and I'd like to see him getting back to more character-driven stuff, getting away from his usual kind of stereotypical roles. I think he was awesome. He's got that kind of maniacal quality about him. So I think, yeah, he needs to tap into that a little bit more, and I think seeing him as a bad guy a bit more often, I think would have been good. But yeah, Collateral, I think it's great. I'll be honest, very grainy because of the way it was filmed, so it's not one to demo, but if you love Collateral, it is the best presentation of it, and I could recommend getting 4K. So next up's the only actual blind buy that I got last month, and it was a good one, it paid off, and it was Chap on Blu-ray. Again, it's a mastered in 4K edition, exclusive to kind of Sony ones, and I should have said earlier, you get the full benefit if you have Sony equipment. So if you have a Sony Blu-ray player and a Sony TV, you can use it as a secret sauce if you like to kind of upscale it properly on your 4K TV, and you'll get the best picture quality experience. But I was really impressed with how this looked, and I might look out more mastered in 4K discs. Picture quality aside, it's just a really good film. I'd seen kind of mixed reviews for Chappie, so I wasn't really all that excited going in. It doesn't quite capture the magic of District 9, but it's definitely worth a watch. One of Blomkamp's better ones. It's good to see Hugh Jackman playing a kind of villain. Sharpley Koto's voiceover for Chappie is funny as well. It's a really funny film. I think Blomkamp is a massive fan of RoboCop, and there's definitely some kind of RoboCop flavours throughout this film. I know that he was in talks at one point to do RoboCop Returns, which I think sadly has fallen through, but I'm a bit disappointed at. I think he's fanboy love for it, and the fact that he's got a lot of experience in that kind of sci-fi robot genre, if you like, it would have went down well. But yeah, I definitely recommend watching Chappie. I gave away the digital copy already for this on my Instagram, But yeah, can't recommend it highly enough. Chappie's definitely worth a watch. Picked this up for £2 from a local shop around the corner from me called Fast Forward, which I sometimes plug on my Instagram. He's like one of the last video rental stores but in Scotland, so pretty retro, pretty cool. If you're local, definitely check him out. But yeah, Chappie, definitely worth a watch, and it's on Netflix I believe at the moment, so you can catch it there if you just want to see it. That brings me on to my kind of biggest pickup, or most expensive one certainly, and that is Inglourious Bastards on 4K. I'm not going to say a huge amount about this because I did do a full feature-length YouTube video deep diving the unboxing and the much debated picture quality of the 4K release. As I say, you'll see a full unbox. If you hit the little card up there, it'll take you directly to it if you want to, if you've missed that and you want to catch up with it. But pretty nice steelbook. Wasn't overly thrilled with the collector's edition, which you'll find out if you watch the video. But yeah, happy to have it because I didn't have Inglourious Bastards in my collection. It's the only Tarantino film I actually have at the moment, so definitely need to get on that. But I would say it's in these top 3. Worth seeing, worth picking up the 4K. Well, watch my video and I'll let you know my thoughts on that. So that pretty much comes to the end of the stack. You can let me know your thoughts on the stack. What do you think was the best pickup? What did you pick up yourself? I'll be interested to see what you picked up and what you thought of the films that I got. But yeah, anyway, as promised, the digital copy giveaway. So I've got Ghostbusters 1 and 2 to give away. It's a good time to get a hold of these and watch them before Afterlife. I'm sure many people will be doing that. All I want you to do is answer this question. It's just a little bit of trivia about the original Ghostbusters, and that is, which actor was originally intended to play Winston ZEDDEMORE in the first movie? Google it, do whatever you need to do, IMDb it, you'll find the answer quite quickly, but fire it down in the comments. I'll give it a week from posting the video and I'll get the digital copy out to you. So that's it for my first ever stack video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more of it, then please let me know in the comments, give the video a wee like and consider subscribing. If that's the case, then I'll definitely start integrating them into my channel, and I'll do them at the end of every month in relation to my 4K Blu-ray pickups and maybe my gaming ones as well. Little forecast for the channel, my next prominent 4K Blu-ray review will be that of Suicide Squad, the James Gunn one. I've pre-ordered the steelbook from HMV, and I think that comes, can't remember the date exactly, but it comes middle of the month, so that'll be the next big one. I've heard good things. I know it's out in the States, so I'm looking forward to get my teeth into that one and watching it again. Call of Duty Vanguard comes out at the end of the week. I'll be picking that up as well, and it's my intention to smash through the campaign and do a short review on the campaign for you. And then of course we've got Black Friday round the corner, so I'm planning on doing a kind of Black Friday themed video, maybe with regards to what to look out for if you're trying to buy a brand new TV. And then lastly, I should mention, I'm intending on doing a PS5 versus Xbox Series X Blu-ray player comparison, because this is something I see popping up all the time in the various forums that I'm in, so plenty to look forward to. Please consider subscribing. As I say, let's get us over the 100 subscriber mark and it'll be much appreciated. Anyway, I've been Andy, Electric Geek. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. Stay safe and I'll see you in the next one.